Alright, let's do a quick something to finish off this storyline. Okay, back to French.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them. And now
I like Persona 5
it's
more.
nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I mean, that elevator ride wasn't an hour. It took me an hour to get to the elevator. Oh. Forgot about the portal room. Okay. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. Interesting. Okay. Moving along. Person of the year. Oh, it's Marilla and Stanley. I think it was Marilla anyways. I did mapping and such. The iconic 2 doors. Top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable. I remember. Number 7 will surprise you. The original remake. The 2 doors. Was that actually a collector's edition? I wasn't around during 2013, so I don't know if an actual collector's edition was released. Ooh. That's a car. That's Stanley. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Yes.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Well, I absolutely enjoyed the jumping
time
part.
Collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
It is kind of weird how they did the game again. But look, it's the bicycle from the Raphael trailer. I keep trying to open the command prompt to type in Raphael, but I haven't enabled it yet. That was a 9 out of 10 here. Alright, continuing along. So they opened the next door, but they won't let you through it. Hey, it's the demo number.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go
Aha!
back, to have it all over again.
Well, we might be able to delete your memories. Just go in and
Hang on.
mess with System
I don't recall
32.
this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Ooh, beverages. Is this the bad part? All of the repressed memories?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh, no.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were repressed, so... Look at this.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Well,
I'm trying
watch
to
out.
make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Well, at least there's a recommended review in here. That's a lot of reviews, I gotta say. How many reviews does the game have? It doesn't matter at the moment. Lots. Let's see, that looks like the direction we're supposed to go, but what's over here? That's what the Stanley Parable's all about. That's the way we need to go, but what's over here? Alright, excuse me. A couple more not recommended reviews. Ba-ba-ba. See, another good review, and then that one has actual letters on it.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Well, the idea...
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I don't quite think...
This is actually quite shocking for me.
What's preachy as a word?
To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Well, you can't always
Perhaps
trust
the
everyone.
Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Alright, moving along. Rain's cut down a little bit. That's a lot more stuff. Ba-ba. Oh, another one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
What? I enjoy sitting back and listening to...
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Which way is forward?
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Hello.
I'll do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Surprised I can even step on that without a jump button. Skip button! Oh, here comes the tough part. Do I want to skip his dialogue? I don't want to skip his dialogue. I like the narrator. That's a tough one. Welp.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop...
Whoa.
Oh, you're back, you see.
Well, that was a
only
skip.
Frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling
I gotta come
monologue
back here and
full of
listen to him.
unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I love
of course,
choice.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
I could skip this
Not that,
dialogue
of
too,
course, you
couldn't
need a
I?
description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a...
I won't skip his
Well,
dialogue
yes,
next time.
You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
Wonder how much...
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Wow.
You're back.
That took a while, didn't it?
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
I think it's been a week.
Or 2 weeks.
We'll be back next time and finish off this one.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
It's strangely getting lighter in here. Is the narrator dead? think I killed the narrator. Can't wait to come back here and listen to him for several weeks. Just sitting there listening to weeks at a time. Maybe he'll tell me about the bees. Now what happens if you skip again? Where's there to skip to? Hello? Something's beeping. Who's beeping? It's not the plant, is it? Oh, it's the fire alarm. We'll just keep going.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed.
Where are we in time? This is fun. I don't understand any point of time or space I'm in anymore. That's why you don't skip through dialogue, people.
The end is never the end, is never the end.
It never is.
The end is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Bye. Well, that was a wonderful trip down memory lane. Wonder why the fire alarm stopped. Wonder why the fire alarm started. Wonder why we have yet to succumb to the eventual heat death of the universe. If the time between keeps expanding. Oh, look, light. Is that heaven? Can I finally go to somewhere? Is that a bomb? No, that's just the wiring that was on it earlier. I can't jump still. I miss jumping. Should come back, do this ending, do some jumping. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Portal 2. My Portal 2 Jumpless challenge. So far, I have yet to figure out how to get past the starting area. Let's just skip it for now. Honestly, time and space don't make sense anymore, or do they? Ba-da-da. Still not even a door to get out of here. Hello? Is anyone home? Wonder if we'll get to hear the narrator's voice again. And... yay. Is this? Okay, I want to skip again. Can I skip again? Please? Hello! The endless desert. This is what awaits you, Stanley. Hello? There used to be a beautiful ocean around here. Let's climb on the roof. There used to be the hole in the opening there. And I can't climb on top of the roof. Boring. What kind of game doesn't let you walk on the roof? This kind of game. I could do that again, but... well, that was me finishing up that one. Thank you and goodbye.